Hello.
Hello! Hi. Sup? What's going on, everybody? It is Monday. Today you have the show with lovely Bree instead of ugly Spade. It is Monday, December 2nd. Thank you all for showing up. Above me, there's Mr. Jordan, and to my side, there is Matthew, and up over there is Mr. Jay Hayes himself. Whoop whoop! And according to some people, he is our local celebrity, and that's the only reason why anybody watches us. Oh.
True.
Oh my gosh! Thank you, Jordan. Aren't you a sweetheart? Today, we're rocking a whole bunch of zippers. That's our vibe today, is zippery. And Jorn, of course, got the memo. Nobody else did, because I forgot to CC everyone. I just sent a direct message to Jorn about the zipper thing.
I got two.
Oh, I missed that one. Darnacles. I was fixing my hair. It felt wet. I wanted to shake it. What are we, where? Thank you, whoever that was. Oh my goodness. It is so cold in Florida. It is unacceptable. Last night, it got to below 40 degrees. I was, thank you, combat. So, oh my gosh, it was so cold. And Jay's bathroom just radiates coldness from like the bottom windowsill. So I try to keep the door closed all the time, but AJ does not care about that. He just leaves the door open willy-nilly. He is a nuisance, you know? And yesterday, I decorated the whole house in Christmas stuff. Oh my goodness. There is Christmas every inch of this house. Jay is looking around. He's looking for not Christmas, and he can't find it. And he's like, oh, I know that she wouldn't have done anything in our theater room. And he's like, did you do anything in here? I go, he opens up the door and looks, and there's a Christmas tree on top of the popcorn machine and a little wreath. Surprisingly, last time we went to Hobby Lobby, we bought the exact same wreath that we bought this year. But last time that we bought it, we just bought a plain wreath. This time, extra. We designed it. Jay designed it. We were in the Hobby Lobby aisle. Jay was picking all the stuff for the wreath. And I'm like, what is happening right now? We had a base wreath. And he's like, He grabs a poinsettia. And he's like, And then he grabs the second one. He's like, good. And then all of a sudden, he just starts walking around the aisle like he literally works there and just starts pulling items. And he puts them all in the cart and is like, this is what it should look like. And I'm like, dang, that's a nice wreath. There was a lady in the aisle who was hitting on Jay. She was like, oh, you're so good at wreaths. Oh, my goodness. Do you want to see what I'm trying to do? And Jay was like, nope. And we walked away.
Yeah, that sounds like it.
Yeah, she had her phone out. So she was like, do you want to see what I'm trying to make? Because she was also trying to design a wreath. Meanwhile, Jay is like wreath Rain Man. I've never seen somebody organize a beautiful structure so quickly. Like, this aisle is like 4 car lengths long. He goes up it and down it once. One time. And thank you, Matthew. And we have an elaborate wreath outside of our house right now that looks like somebody purchased it that way. I've never seen a man be able to design a wreath. You know, I would have went up and down the aisle about 56 times, decided, undecided, redecided, committed, and then committed more. I think that's why Jay got so good at it, is so that we wouldn't be in the wreath aisle for 3 hours, because there was a lady in a wheelchair causing a fuss. You will only go down the aisle one way. That's how all the aisles are currently working, because there's so many people. Miss Wheelchair Lady thinks that it's appropriate to start going backwards. I'm sorry, Miss Handicap. You cannot go backwards down the wreath aisle. We were here after you. You can't go backwards. There's only 5 feet left of this aisle. Do a loop. Do a loop. Loop around. Circle back. Wheelchair Lady. Like, it was... So anyway, Jay got hit on like 6 times inside of that store. And I'm like, oh my goodness, if I wasn't with him, he'd be slinging pussy.
I wouldn't be slinging 60-year-old pussy, right?
But
So let me
it
just be more clear. Let me
Still
help you out
counts.
with your story a little bit. Your story was actually pretty good. The reason why I'm good with wreaths is because I was a store manager at Walmart, right? There's not a whole lot to do. So you walk around and you try to decorate things. So I got good at wreaths just because I just did it until it looked good. You understand? I just know what to pick to design it. So that's how I got good at it. And it is 100% accurate what she's saying about the lady trying to show me her phone, and it's whatever.
It
I
was
don't
so
want to see
funny.
your shitty design.
No, I don't want to see it. And she was kind of like holding it up, like as I'm standing next to her to show it to me. And I see her phone. I'm like, I'm not going to help that. It's like silver and green. I can't help you on Christmas. That's like some Halloween colors or some shit. That's not Christmas colors.
But it was just so classy how Jay shrugged her off. She was like, oh, you want to help me find out what I'm doing this year? And Jay was like, oh, I just need to look at all this other stuff. And we dipped. We just left the aisle. It was so good.
Sometimes I sprinkle when I tinkle.
Oh my gosh, thank you, Vaughn.
Sometimes I sprinkle when I tinkle.
Oh, he gets a live one. Okay. Yeah, so anyway, that's what happened. Yeah, that has nothing to do with the news today, Brie.
Oh no, I just was so excited because I made our house Christmas yesterday. I got the tree up, we have our stockings out, so when Santa comes, he knows where to put stuff. And of course, like any people who have a Christmas tree in the house with no intention of presents, we have pretend presents underneath our Christmas tree. They are wicker and they look awesome. I'm considering more because 3 seems a little depressing. Like 3 is like the starting point for presents, you know? So we have a big, a medium, and a small, and they look super cute together. But I'm thinking if we get like 10, we could just fill up underneath the tree and make it all sparkly and beautiful, even though there's no sparkles.
And the fake presents, do you then rewrap them every year so they have new wrapping paper, or you just keep them forever?
No, they're made of like wood, silly goose.
Like wicker is like woven wood that's sliced really thin. Think of like really thick ply paper, but still wood color.
It's what we call rotan.
Oh, yes, we have the rototons.
The rototons. I love me some rototons.
Sounds like a delicious chocolate treat you would have after spaghetti and meatballs.
But it is the same stuff they use in furniture, right? Wicker.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, ours is more like woven. You know,
Oh, it's
woven. Like it's a metal frame, and then it's like woven. So it's like nice. I like that word, woven. This hand can't do it. I don't know what this hand's doing. Woven. You know.
Well, it looks like some nerve damage.
You guys. Oh, there we go. See, the lefty, righty just had to teach lefty what was up. Yeah. So. No, see, that one's too floppy, Jay. I saw that. You went like this. Oh, wow. Ooh, you're extra. How about you, Matthew? Show me your dexterity. What you working with? Oh, yeah. Doing one at a time. No. Oh, my gosh. They're in unison? Do
God,
one,
yep.
and then do
the other way around.
Oh, my God. Is did a U-turn.
And down.
What? Okay, Matthew.
Sideways.
Okay. Stop it! Jay, do you see his skill?
Can you do opposites? Can you do opposites?
What?
Can you go this way?
Well, that's kind of difficult because your arms don't. That's something else, right? No? Yeah, that's not the right thing. I mean, you can do this. But...
Oh my God.
Oh,
I'm very impressed with all of you.
getting warm.
Thank you.
Good. Thank you.
And those of you who tried it at home, nice effort.
Oh, yeah. A plus.
Who tried to do it? I'm curious. Who you tried to do it?
Oh, inside the chat?
Yeah.
I would try.
H1.
No one.
All right, so what do you got for news, Brie? Take it away.
So, today, we
We
have
don't even
some...
need an article.
Huh?
We don't even need an article, but go ahead.
Oh, well, I already sent you one, and one of them I deem important, and so The
All right, so you want me to go over the first one you sent me?
Well, the first
Oh.
one is a prequel because it's a past article which explains what's up, and the second one is what just went down.
All right, stand by.
So, if you guys have been living under a rock, the unexpected happened. Biden has pardoned his son Hunter of all of his charges.
Oh.
All of them. He pardoned his son.
That
Which
link,
is-
the first link you sent me, I cannot click because there's charges in it. Hold on.
Who would have expected
There you go.
that?
Wait, did he forget the first 3-4 years?
Did you get it?
Yep.
Okay,
Stand by.
cool. So,
Stand by.
what?
Stand by. Shit. Hold on.
Everyone mannequin pose. So that when we pop up, we look cool. Be ready.
Where? Why do you guys not show up here? Hold on. Okay. All right, go ahead,
Good job,
Bree. Take
guys.
it away.
Nice effort. So, so this is Hunter Biden's original charges from a long time ago. Now his charges range from, I don't know if we can say it, to tax issues. So we had pew pew charges, and then he also had tax issues. And the interesting thing about this case is he like literally wrote up a memoir claiming that he actually did all of the things that he was charged of. So it's kind of like cut and dry. Like, you did it, you admitted it. Okay, let's convict you. And then out of nowhere, he was just pardoned. And you know what the weird thing is? Yesterday or the day before, The View, that's a whole bunch of stuck up, rotten, pussied women, they said that he should pardon his son on the news. And then, like, a day or two later, he does it. And
So-
the weird part,
Let me say something. Keep in mind that Biden had made a promise during the whole thing with this whole.
Not to.
He was not going to do anything. He was not going to do a pardon. But that obviously changed. Go ahead, Bree.
so the weird thing is that a majority, or just when I saw it, a majority of people are standing with Biden on this, saying that it's not nepotism, that it is
Oh.
absolutely within his right to pardon his child of these serious federal crimes. And that with Trump in office, we're saying that it's cool to have charges anyway, so why not drop Biden's? Like, people are standing with him, which is confusing. Oh, yes.
What the fuck is happening?
Hello.
Well, well, that's interesting. So Twitch kicked us again.
Why? What did we do wrong?
I don't know.
I didn't say any bad words. I was very careful.
That's interesting.
Should we not talk about this? Is that the
No,
problem?
we have moved over to it canceled. You were in the middle of cutting, it cut you out, and then Twitch kicked us. And then Twitch kicked us.
We're still lighting.
It never
YouTube?
kicked us from YouTube, but it kicked everybody out of here and left me alone. Okay, go ahead, Bree.
Are we not allowed to talk about this? I'm so sorry.
It doesn't matter. We're on YouTube now. Go ahead.
That is weird.
Error, YouTube is not receiving enough data to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. What the fuck are we talking about?
Yeah, YouTube Pros as well.
Is YouTube frozen?
Yeah. For me, it is at least.
Feel like we said the wrong thing. We didn't even get into it yet.
I've had no buffering yet. I'm good, Jay. People are saying they're good in chat.
It's going.
Refresh the feed? Okay. Whatever. Okay. Well, we got our donations anyway. Go ahead. Take it away, Bree. I don't know. It kicked me out. Like, it kicked everybody out, and then it said Twitch error problem, and then now I'm getting a YouTube problem. But if the YouTube stream looks good, then the YouTube stream looks good. I guess Twitch does not want us to talk about this.
There's your conspiracy.
I don't know why. We didn't even say the word. We said pew pew. Like,
maybe because of
I know
my title?
that's stupid for all of you adults, but we have to be careful. For
Well, that's
TOS.
when it froze, right? Was after the pew pew or before the pew pew?
Well, but it would take several seconds for it to respond, right? So it's probably the Biden thing.
Yeah, which is weird. Like when we pulled up the article, it got mad. Anyway, so the statement that was released.
It's weird.
Today I signed a pardon for my son Hunter. From the day I took office, I said I would not interfere with the Justice Department's decision making, and I kept my word even as I watched my son selectively and unfairly prosecuted without aggravating factors like use in a crime, multiple purchases, or buying a pew-pew as a straw purchaser. People are almost never brought to trial on felony charges for solely how they filled out a pew-pew form.
Did he get caught with nose candy as well?
Yes, he did in the White House. Blah 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 blah. It's clear that Hunter is treated differently based on his last name. These charges in his cases are only after several of my political opponents in Congress instigated them to attack me and oppose me in this election. Therefore, we carefully negotiated a plea deal agreed to by the Department of Justice, which was unraveled in the courtroom. So he's pretty much saying that he feels like he is not getting a fair trial because he's essentially being tried in the press, which doesn't make sense because the press is pro-Democrat. So he's pretty much saying I let him off because everyone was talking about it.
So
there's a person in chat that agrees with it. So that's good. But I will say this, that I don't think that you have to go by what you say, right? We all know politicians lie. When the original charges came up and your son was going to court, you said that you would not pardon your son no matter what. He will, the Justice Department, whatever. I don't like that he went back, but what are you going to do? He's on his way out. Let me do what I can do before I leave, because then I don't have the power to do it anymore.
When would
Funny part about
this go to trial?
Probably after him.
So maybe that's the reason why he pardons him.
I think Republicans and Democrats need to stay the fuck away from each other. If the Democrats are being charged by the Department of Justice, the Republicans should not get involved. This whole horse shit where I'm suing you, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, Trump's getting all these charges, these 36 charges, stop this shit. Just stop it. Stop it. Stop. The last time this happened was with Tricky Dick and Watergate. Just let it go. It's over. That's it.
It is kind of funny though that when the same thing happened to Trump and he was being judged in the media, it was all okay. It was Trump being pompous and an ass and whatever. Now all of a sudden they're using the same explanation to kind of smooth over Biden's sons. Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, in a way, they're using the same exact kind of thing that Trump did. Like evading the charges, essentially. So they can no longer throw that in our face. Because Biden did the same thing. You can't, like, what is it? An eye for an eye? And then everyone's blind? Like, So now they really can't say, "Oh, Trump is a felon" and all this other nonsense because so is Hunter.
Yeah, well, Hunter's
And I
not
think
leading.
Hunter's a girl's name.
But Hunter's not leading the nation, right?
No.
That's not a problem.
But it's still a get out of jail free card, right?
Absolutely, and it's unacceptable. It's
Because
well,
of that.
is it unacceptable? Well, I don't know. I'm not in that position. But if you're gonna do it, that's fine. Do it. Just don't tell everybody that you're not going to do it. Just
make a big think.
Yeah, just.
Oh yeah.
I no comment. No comment on that. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting because not only did he do it, it's that Reddit, the most toxic environment that exists, agrees somehow that it was cool. I mean, of course, there's sprinkles in there, of Republicans saying that this is nonsense. You guys complain about Trump, blah, 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 blah. But a huge amount of Democrats are suddenly on Reddit standing up for this.
Yeah, Tony, but the whole point about it is don't make a huge fuss and a stink about it that you're not going to do it. And then in the end, a few days before you get kicked out of the Oval Office, you do it. You do it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, do as much as what you can before you don't have that power anymore. Because you know damn well when Trump goes, he ain't going to do it.
There's also a small chance that one of his staff kind of reminded him, like, you have 1 month left. And he kind of forgot that at the end of January, or the beginning of January, he needs to get out.
For the last couple of months, that they should have just, okay, you go sit there in that chair, you do not do anything anymore because you just made it harder to solve the conflict in our neighboring countries over there because you're now shooting rockets into Russia.
It could also be that they kind of expected another Democrat to be in office. And then it would technically not be
Kamala
him
Harris would have
to
done it.
pardon.
Kamala Harris would have done it. Yeah,
okay,
absolutely.
That's an interesting thought.
If she would have taken over, she would have done it for him. Absolutely.
No. You guys 100%. Got it all wrong. They put a bunch of names in a hat. They're first and they picked. And lo and behold, it happened to be Hunter's name for the pardon.
If 99% of the names in the bowl are Hunter, then it's not really a competition.
Purely by chance. It was nothing to do with...
So we have a funny tradition in the United States where every year the president pardons a turkey so that turkey is not slaughtered for food. Someone made a joke about like the Biden situation. It was like, so Dad, you'll pardon a turkey but not your own son? It's hilarious.
Well, he did pardon the turkey.
Yeah, every year. It's just a thing.
Can
like,
you pardon yourself?
No, that's got to be illegal, right?
There's currently no rules or legislation on the pardoning of crimes. Like, you can pardon someone who's benefiting your campaign. You can pardon family. You can pardon someone who is a huge donator. Like, you can kind of do whatever you want. It doesn't say that there's no bias.
Well, not yourself, right?
Yes.
Because that on its own would be motivated.
Yeah, you
really?
You can 100. Donald Trump has made it a mission to say that if he becomes president, he will pardon himself. Yes,
cute. I'm in it.
Yeah, you need to fix that.
So if you can pardon yourself, then don't worry about pardoning your son. Absolutely, there's no such thing as nepotism. If I could, that's selfishness, right? Narcissism. I'm gonna pardon myself, bro. Okay,
Run for president, clear your name.
I think that's why all of the charges were postponed indefinitely against Trump, because once he gets in office, it's just going to be gone anyway.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think he really cares. He got what he wanted, the presidency, right?
Yay!
That's all that matters. I mean, that's all that matters.
Yeah, we talked about this. Even if he's president, you could put him in jail. He's still president.
Yeah, but nobody's gonna do that.
No, but I'm saying there was was it a president who was in jail and still
Mhm.
right?
There's a couple of them. Yeah, there's two presidents that served time in jail while being president. Yeah.
Okay.
Huh.
President from the 1800s, 1839 or something. I can't remember his
That's
name.
not gonna be cell block D.
Now,
No,
that
you're gonna have
version-
Secret Service. It's just basically gonna be time away from the White House to be inside a jail. Like that's
I will
Either
watch
way.
that show. Oz the President edition. I will watch that season.
or locked up with Secret Service. You know, something.
Oh.
Yeah, you gotta really put a ring to it.
Locked up with as. I was trying to make it shorter. We can't do that.
No,
That just means he's sitting in the warden's office, or I mean,
no, he's probably in like the security office or something. I don't know. I think it's crazy that you could pardon yourself. That is wild. I mean, that is
That should be illegal.
that.
Yeah.
But who writes that? The Congress? And then
The
the
same
president's.
people who won't leave when they're on oxygen, like they're in power forever.
Well, that was FDR, man. FDR was 14 years. You saw that man, young as shit, coming out and on a wheelchair. Like, you that's where they set the precedence, was no more. You could do 8 years and you're done. My man was 14 years. It's almost 4 terms. That's crazy.
It's a little too much.
You know, that's whatever. Anyway, so what's next, Bree? You want to keep talking
So
about
next-
Biden?
So next is about Miss Kamala. So Miss
Article?
Kamala, no, just talking.
Okay.
Ms. Kamala is asking for donations to cover the deficit that remains in how much she spent. So she is asking the people who already gave her money to win presidency to give her more money now that she is not the president and she claims to be like $1 billion in debt or whatever from all the celebrity endorsements and all the ads. And so she's asking them for more money. It's like if I asked Jay to help me buy a car. I total the car, and then I ask him to help me pay off the rest of it. So that way I'm not stuck with the bill. That's what it's like. How do you guys feel about that?
What is
bro.
my motivation to give you more money? You lost. Well, what's my return of investment in this?
To feel bad.
Write off? Oh no, I could. Is that a write off?
Yeah, it would be a write-off. Yeah. I mean, with your
Really?
position, it'd be a write-off. But what? Why? So she's in debt then, or the Democratic Party's in debt?
She made it seem like herself is in debt, but I feel like it's the Democratic Party as a whole is in debt of a significant amount of money. They spent like 1.4 billion and they still have $1 billion to pay off. A lot. Like they have nothing.
Well, wow.
So she's asking for more donations.
And is she
Cover
getting
the
them?
lo-
Is she getting donations?
There's no way to know. Like, would you say it? Like, it's like she's essentially started a GoFundMe for herself, is what it feels like.
For $20 million?
well, that's why she did the drunk speech a week ago. We should all stick together. We should all keep fighting. We should all. That's a prelude to now
She's very
asking.
depressed.
Well, it's going to be interesting because if Trump obviously is president, after Trump being president, there's going to have to be a new election, right? He can't run a double term, so it would have to be. I bet you he tries to do some shit though. I'd be willing to put money down that he is going to try to do it where
He can do
run.
2 terms.
Yeah, he's going to try to do that. You can't. Like it's very specific in there. Anyway, and then if you get a Democrat to go in right after it, obviously that problem will all go away. But I think the people that are Democrats are losing hope because they lost it, right? After Kamala is out there trying to sway the people's opinion and she lost. So now we have to recuperate that money. What about that $50 million you got during the campaign that you put out? What happened to that?
It's all gone. All
That
of the
50
money is gone.
The $50 million that you got, it's all gone. It's gone.
All of it.
$50 million.
She is in a significant amount of debt. Like, I don't know if she could file for bankruptcy, but that's the point. Because if it's a party as a whole, I don't think they can. But if it's her as an individual, she could.
I think she needs to be more creative. Why not auction some stuff off? Like, hey, this is the pantsuit I lost in, and then you sell it.
I like that.
Oh, what about these are the famous earrings that everyone thought were microphones? Do you want to see if
It
they
needs
actually
new battery.
are? Bid on them.
I think that, to me, that's better than asking for donations, right? Because you're willing to get rid of shit. At the same time, I think people will look at that like, oh shit, this bitch is desperate. Like she is selling earrings off. Oh. Then you know it's a personal debt at that point, right? What's that?
Drunk asking money is kind of the same.
Not really. I mean,
shit.
asking for money. I'm asking for people to donate inside of the chat right now. Am I going to get it? No. But if I start auctioning shit off, I will get that.
Oh, people will donate in chat right now. Here's a post-it.
We know she's good at least one other thing, right? So she can always make a living.
What's that, Breezy? You sucking dick? Good.
Not good
Keep
enough.
your mouth. You have to close your mouth when you do it, not keep it open. There you go. Well, you have to make it look like you're holding a dick in your mouth. Oh shit!
Yeah, that seems like actual size.
This is not my wife, by the way. I just want to put it out there. I don't know.
Well, I didn't want to show him how big you were.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I got a watermelon cock, by the way.
That's it for today's stream. Jay's got to do something now.
Yeah, why doesn't she, like, I don't know,
work?
Mind you,
have a ghostwriter and make a book, do a book. This is how I lost the presidency.
I don't think
or
it's
something.
her
Make
that needs the
some
money. I think it's the
do
Democratic Party that needs the money, not her.
Then
Right?
why
She's
is
not
she
going to
the only
shell
one
out
asking?
$1 billion. You don't have $1 billion to shell out. So obviously, it's the Democratic Party that needs the money back. Obviously.
Then do lectures or something. Just not straight up ask my. Remember, I promised to be president. I lost. I'm not going to be able to do anything for the next 4 years, but give me money anyway. Give something in return. Do lectures. Make a book about losing and how to do it.
but-
And 10 easy steps. I don't know.
Who would buy
Losing
that?
for dummies. What'd you say, Brent?
20 million.
I said, who would even buy that?
Somebody.
Melania wrote a book, and the
Is it in English?
Democratic. Yes,
Oh.
the Democratic bookstores like tried to hide it, you know, by putting it on like a shelf in the back instead of in the front, you know, when it was released. And they would make posts like, my publisher said I had to buy at least 2 of these, and it's been 2 months and I still have 2 left. And like, you don't know if it's actually not selling or if they are just purposely trying to make it seem like it's not. I don't even know what it's about. Like how to make a really depressing looking house. Like, like some parts looked cool and other parts were just vacant, you know, like empty.
And there's also a thin line. Sometimes she looks. There's a thin line of looking sexy and extremely sad at the same time, and she keeps balancing those two. It's very impressive.
I don't think she would have been a bad president. I don't. I really don't.
I wouldn't want to hear her speak. Her voice is terrible.
The way she speaks is not optimal, but it's better than not speaking at all.
I will watch it.
If the option is Joe Biden or Kamala Harris,
I would rather have the puppet.
Joe Biden.
they're all fucking puppets.
I would rather have the dying puppet.
One
You
thing
want
you
the Jericho from Oz? That's what you're saying? You want the sock
Yes.
puppet? Okay.
Yes.
mind
Yeah,
you,
because
puppets
she
are not those are the people that were gonna be in charge of your country's spending, economics, and money, right? They can't even do a rally without being in debt. They're gonna be the people in charge of an entire country. Oh boy.
Oh, like they overspent in the campaign, so they would overspend for America.
I
Interesting.
don't think it can get worse.
Oh,
You're
it
already-
can, because Biden decided to also kind of pardon Ukraine for all of their debt, all of it. They don't have to pay us back a single red cent because he decided that it's not appropriate. That
Okay.
put us in a lot more debt for no reason.
See, I'm starting to
it's
wonder
because-
if this idiot wants us to be in World War III.
Can
It makes us
another
look-
president reverse the pardon another president did? No, it's
No.
permanent.
No,
Once it's
permanent.
done, it's done.
Yeah, because Trump made a point to say that he's going to make all the countries pay us back, and that Ukraine was involved in that. Like they would have to start paying back their debt because right now they are just. We are on a platform that I don't know where they stand, but I don't know how to say that. Nice.
Just say it.
I feel like that. Oh no, I can't say any of this. Everything that comes in my head is something that would get me in trouble.
Just say it.
Just think of mean things. That's what I'm thinking.
Things, that's what I'm thinking. Okay. That's a
We
bunch
are
of mean things.
protecting the little tiny nerd that is on the playground by supplying him with everything that he needs and giving him all these friends and all this other stuff. Meanwhile, on his own, he is a useless person. Everyone is protecting him for no reason. The little kid on the playground, you know?
Yeah.
So why are we doing this in the first place? Number one. Number two, why are we forgiving them for their debt? Number three, why is everyone rallying behind them? If they
It's also-
cannot win, they do not get to keep what they have. That is how life works.
It's also the little kid that keeps antagonizing the big bully.
Oh, yes.
He doesn't,
Oh, yes,
the
he
kid
does.
doesn't stop. He keeps at the big bully, and then
Yeah, he keeps throwing stuff at the big bully, calling the big bully names. You know, I like where we're going because this is safe. But in the end, guess who still doesn't win? The nerd. Because once all of his supporters disappear, he's left with nothing again. If you can't stick up for yourself, then you don't deserve to be what you are.
apparently there was the big bully. He made a speech, or he did an interview or a speech, which is very hard to find on the internet because it wasn't plastered everywhere. Where he threatened to use glow in the dark stuff.
Oh, wow. I
Yeah.
don't know if you're allowed to use glow in the dark stuff. I'm pretty sure that's like illegal in every single country.
But the bully kind of says, "Yeah, you keep throwing stuff at me, and you're throwing bigger and bigger rocks, and you're all ganging up on me."
Yeah. And it's
if
like
you
he
keep
can't
this
help
up,
himself.
I'm gonna start using the the very very heavy rocks.
Matthew's really good at this. We are not saying anything inappropriate right now. This is great.
Half of the people don't know what we're talking about, but okay.
But forgiving all the debt is idiotic. Because each country is in debt to another country. That's just how it is. You know, so making them not be in debt at all makes them almost a superior country because they have less debt than everyone else.
That's what happened to war-torn countries, and then at the end the war is over, and then The other countries get guilted into rebuilding that country, and it has the latest and the newest machinery, the newest production lines, and the newest, and then they end up being better off than they were before, and better off than the countries that helped them. That's what happened to Germany as well. And I really don't like the little irritating kid.
No, I don't either. Like, you can't be doing press conferences and news about how you're doing great when literally everybody is doing everything for you.
Have
done
you
nothing
noticed
for
that
yourself.
ever since that conflict started, he always shows up in khakis?
No,
Yeah.
I
He
barely see any.
never ever wears a suit. He always shows up in military-esque or semi-military clothing.
That's
Like he
weird.
just came off the battleground. Like I was fighting. I just do this meeting in between fights.
He's never in a suit.
No,
That's
I
odd.
don't like that guy.
Yeah.
I really don't like that guy.
That's the mental image of, oh look, oh yeah, he's not wearing an Armani. He's in battle dress. Okay.
Yeah, and you can also say what you want about Trump, but he's pretty darn good at keeping the peace because everyone fears him because they have no idea what this man's gonna do. You know, like
That's what I said earlier, Bree. With what he did, it just made it that more difficult for Trump to do something about it.
yes. Because now it looks like we are all for this side specifically when Trump is more like an irrational mediator. You know, like he can fix things because people don't know if Trump likes them or if Trump hates them. They're always in that I don't know what's going on bubble, which is great because it worked out for us. Like when he was president, all of a sudden we got a whole bunch of money flowing in from these other countries, like repay your debt, and they were like, "All right, bro, chill." Like, so it worked out.
It's split in brackets, so it's from what I just read, he can fix it to kind of give it like 50%, clear it, and then it's out of his hands. Like they split it up in two packages of X amount of money they gave the Ukraine, and he can forgive the debt like 50%, but then he's out of office, and then it needs to go through another vote for the other 50%.
Well, you know what was unfair? When the United States agreed to send money, it was wrapped up in a bill to help COVID. So when we gave out those $1,200 checks to people, it was voted on yes because everybody was going to get money. And by the way, we're also sending X amount to Ukraine. Like that was like the PS at the bottom of it. That's how it got passed in the first place, is because people are greedy and they didn't care about what was going to happen later.
So I,
Was the
that's,
war
that's why I
in-
strongly believe that an outgoing president, like now, the other president is known, the new president is known. The period that he's still in office, he can do none of that stupid stuff. None of those big decisions. Nope. Day-to-day workings, okay, but you're not gonna do stuff like that anymore. You're out.
Was Ronies happening during the first time?
Yes, because
It
I
was?
remember us not knowing what the Ukraine flag was. And we Googled it, and it was really similar to another flag, but the colors were opposite.
Swedish or something, or Norway?
Yeah, we
The
went
yellow
through
and
like all
blue?
the flags. It was like a whole big thing, but it was during COVID because our door was locked. I remember that. But it's just nonsensical.
Yeah, because there was this time that everyone was changing their Facebook profile, and I was really wondering what's going on with IKEA. Like, are they closing because everyone is showing support? But it seems to be.
That is IKEA's colors. That was cute.
Yes.
But they really love IKEA. They really love IKEA.
They're really passionate.
Everybody on Facebook just loves IKEA.
I mean, their Billy closets are great. I don't know if I would change my Facebook profile for it, but I guess the Swedish balls aren't that bad.
But when you buy stuff from IKEA, you can tell what it is, and you can also read the instructions. When we buy it, we buy a Strutzenstraffel waffle stirper. And that
That was perfect.
is a lamp table. And then the
That was
instructions
perfect.
are also not in English.
Wait, really?
Yeah. It's
We get
pretty bad.
pictures.
It's pretty bad.
Don't. I think I got it. Pictures and then in 3 languages. I think English is even on there.
I don't
That
know.
makes
Last
no
time I bought
sense.
something from IKEA was the last time I'll buy something from IKEA. I got lost in the store, number 1. It is like 18 levels
That's part of the
people
fun.
who live there.
That's
like-
part of the
They-
fun.
It's
They
like
still
treasure
do the
hunting for
weird
furniture.
naming here, right? Because
Find
they
the
give
exit.
they give weird names to their let's say a coffee table. It's a weird name from over there, and then you have to physically it's a coffee table. So they do the same thing here.
Oh.
Varken, and that's a table lamp.
Lichtebulb.
It's just a regular LED. Don't get excited.
So over the weekend, Black Friday and Cyber Monday. It's Cyber Monday, by the way. Whoop whoop. But
Nothing.
People-
All the things I want are not on sale. I am so
Of
sad.
course not. Of course
I really want the Sony 18 to 200 millimeter power zoom. SELP 81600 does not nowhere. I could get it used. I could get it scratched up, but I can't find it anywhere for sale. Like even a discount code.
ooh.
It's usually the middle class products that get discounted.
Mine is like
Or lower
4
class.
years old.
Yeah, but it's still a quality product.
Oh
This
yeah,
is-
people want it.
Hey, you want a sale? We got this TV in the back from 2021. You gotta have it. You gotta buy it. It's $200 off.
Have you seen the commercial? The commercial we have now, Jordan.
I
Like
don't have a TV.
what it
but
takes, people
He sold
watch
it.
out because 80% of the stuff that is with a discount now because of Black Friday and Cyber Monday, 80% of that stuff was cheaper before Black Friday and Cyber Monday.
It's usually the case.
Yeah. So I sent Jay 2 links of videos showing what it's like inside of the store.
Oh.
But the issue is that sales nowadays, even like their fake sales, are not what they used to be. Like Black Friday 10 years ago, people died to get a toaster oven. Like people were actually trampled to death for a sweet sale.
Hiding.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, Jay said that he had people fighting at Walmart.
Oh yeah.
And like nowadays, the sales are mediocre at best, and most of them are totally artificial. And it's just so crazy that all of these companies are trying to make it seem like all of November is this big sale, when in reality, there is no sales at all.
And the sales are terrible. Like I went on a Best Buy, it's like $10 off. What the? That's not a sale. That's because you forgot
discount
because
code.
Sony is actually scratched off on the box. That's $10 off.
Yep.
5% discount code.
Yes. So
Well,
I
I'll
bought-
tell you this though. I was looking at some Lenovo desktop. Hold on a second now. Let's not get crazy. I was looking at the Lenovo X1 Carbon Gen 12. That bitch by default is $39.89. It's on sale for $1,400. That's a sale. Yeah, that's a sale. That's because they're coming out with the Gen 13 in a week. But still, it's
And they don't want to be
It's
stuck
still
with
a-
the old model.
That's right. But now if you go to other sites, they don't have that sale. Just Lenovo does. They're like, nah, we got this. This is fine. You can't do it, only we can. Wow. Okay. So there are some, but it's like few and
But
far
then the
between.
question is, Jay, will the price go up again after the sales?
Oh yeah. There's no way they're making any money at $1,400 for a 2 terabyte. 2 terabyte? No, bro. No, you lost money at this point. It's over.
So
Make Black Friday great again.
I like,
I like
to buy things in bulk. Like, so I use Ghost and I go through 12 a year of the tubs. So I usually like to wait for Black Friday. Last year there was no sale. This year is the same exact sale that I had last month when I bought some. The same exact sale. It's buy one get one half off. And they do that every quarter. Yet for Black Friday, that's the special Black Friday deal. Is the same exact sale that we get 4 times out of the year anyway. Yeah, I was like, that's not even worth it to get any. Like, because I know that next time I order, that same exact sale.
Well, did you guys see the Sony TV that comes with the PlayStation?
Yeah. That was
No.
very close.
What, it's built in, or it just has?
No, you get a 65-inch TV. I think it's a Bravia 3. It's a J model. It's not the high end. It's 65. It's a 65 with the PlayStation 5.
I
And
thought
it's
it was
$800. The what? The what? What 8?
The
The 885?
The 8 series. I thought it was the Bravia 8. It's around 1,000.
Oh, ours is the Bravia 3 and it's $720.
Oh, wow. That's a way better deal. I'll take that.
Yeah, I mean you're getting a $500 TV for $200 and a PlayStation. Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
No, it's
I
the
wanted to
8.
get.
Yeah, Walmart had 9 of them. So those shits were gone. So Sony did something.
And a cage
but-
next
I
to
wanted
it. And whoever
big
comes
TV.
out of the cage gets to buy one.
The free TVs are always garbage, Bree. Walmart did that. You would buy a
No, I
microwave
wanted
and get
a
a free
cheap-
20-inch.
I want a 43-inch TV for $50.
Okay,
That
first,
sale did not happen. The max I will spend on a TV is $50. You could call me cheap, call me whatever. I only want to use it for one purpose, and it has nothing to do with watching TV. It has to do with hooking it up to my treadmill, so I don't have to go like this when I'm trying to run. So I can just look straight instead of going like this, because then I get a neck
oh,
cramp.
God
and
forbid
then
you got
it's
to
all
move.
weird.
God forbid
No,
you got to
because
arc your
I'm
back a
running,
little.
Right, when you're running, you run like this. But when I'm looking at my iPad, I'm like,
Oh,
I got no neck. I'm getting a
Right.
cramp right over here. Like, it's just a mess. So, like, I figured, how much am I willing to spend to alleviate my neck discomfort? I decided $50 was fair, you know? And
$50 is ridiculous. First off, let me just help you out real quick.
It's a 43-incher. Who wants
All right,
that?
hear me out. Hear me out. 40-inch TVs are no longer TVs anymore. They are now considered monitors. Okay, now if you go to Sony's website, they made 2 new 40-esque inch things, right? The 41 and the 43. Now both of those come default with a stand on it, so it goes on a desk or a TV like coffee table, right? In order to, you stupid, in order to remove that, you have to take like a chisel or a screwdriver and pry it out of it. Because it doesn't come without it. It's like when you take it out, it goes right on a table. Because 40 inches, while I will agree, is way too big for a monitor, they don't make TVs that size anymore. They just don't.
Smallest over here is 48.
Yeah, I mean, even Sony's 48 model, they don't make anymore. The 43 and 41, they do, but they're considered monitors. They do say TV, but they're also not $50. They're $500-$600.
not worth it.
And now you have the hybrids. So like Jay said, is monitor / smart TVs. Samsung has it, LG has it. Haven't seen Sony make it, but it basically is a computer monitor that comes with a remote and everything is on there. So you have the same layout that every other smart TV has, but you can also hook it up to a computer or PlayStation 5 or whatever.
You know what I would like? I would like for Apple to create a television.
Bree, here's
Because
your
I want an
42.
Apple TV with Apple TV built in.
Bree, here's your 42 inch. Do you see the stand on the bottom? The stand does not come off. It is part
that's
of the
expensive.
TV.
For that size?
That is crazy.
Yeah, and
I mean,
that's $1,200. They make a 41 too.
I don't want an OLED. I want vintage LCD screen.
You do not
Like,
want
I
LCD.
I want
No.
cheap as sin. I just need a display.
I'm telling you, do not want LCD. I'm telling you right now.
Or like a projector. A projector would be cool.
Ooh, I got
You
one.
know? Really?
But a projector, Bree, is not going to do what you want. It's not going to give you a 41 inch. It'd have to be really close to the subject.
Oh, poop.
Then
Anyway,
how far is this TV supposed to be?
I don't
from
even
your
know if I
face?
want 43 now. Like, I don't know where I came up with that number. Like, I think I measured my cork board, and I assume that my cork board is, like, perfect TV size. Because it can't be 50,
What about
because it's up against a
32?
wall and in front of a treadmill. Too small. I don't have good vision.
You have great
So you
vision with your
need at
contacts.
least
What are you
40.
talking about?
No, I mean, like, 32 is the size of my treadmill screen already. Like, why?
A
Like,
55.
that's
Oh,
You'd
wow,
want a
that's-
55.
oh, 55 is too big.
No, it's not. No, it's not. A 55 is the
so-
one that's up here. Bree, the TV
Yeah,
that's a 55.
if I have, so this is my room, right? And this is a wall.
That's a tiny
another-
fucking room. You're looking at a
Yeah.
3-incher max.
There's another wall over here. The TV is going up against where these two walls meet. So if it's an extra large TV, it's going to stick out too far, and I'm going to be looking this way instead of looking this way. And then it's pointless. Like, why would I make my life harder?
Man,
I'm
who
trying to
makes
make it.
40-inch TVs?
I don't even know if I want 40 now. I feel like I have to remeasure my cork board.
Well, you don't want 30. You can't find a 30-inch TV from
Oh,
Sony.
no,
They've
I
never
think
made one.
pretty sure it was 43. Like, I'm pretty sure.
32.
Oh, but anyway, so the other thing that I wanted to buy for Black Friday was power pedals for my bicycle because it tells you how much wattage you're putting out, so how strong you are. They are on sale everywhere except for the person who makes it. And guess who only like validates the warranty? The people who make it. So if I buy it from Amazon for $200 cheaper and it breaks, I am out of luck. You can only buy it from them themselves to achieve their warranty. Like, I have an Elite trainer. That's under warranty from actual Elite. Like, even though I bought it on Amazon, they honor the warranty because I purchased it brand new. And I was the original owner and I registered it. Wahoo does not work that way. If you purchase their stuff from anywhere other than them,
Got you.
you're not covered.
Got you. Here you go. That took a minute to find. There you go. 43-inch LG, $229.
That's out of my budget. My budget's $50. I can
Well,
have
if
it
you
for
do
1
it
month.
4 times,
I mean, that's a 43-inch, 220. That is the cheapest brand that, and they make Sony screens.
LED.
So
that's LED, right? That can't be OLED.
yeah, that's not
LED,
OLED.
yeah.
Yeah, no. You ain't gonna get no OLED for $229, but maybe an 8-inch. I feel like we're looking at plasma screens.
You nerds are adorable. Talking
Remember
about
with the,
OLED and LCDs. And...
You remember in Office where he's like, "Here's my plasma TV." He's moving it and it's this big. He's like, "I spent $900 for this."
You see this?
I finally caved.
Did you
Yeah.
watch the bloopers? It's hilarious.
Oh, how he couldn't get it back in the wall. Oh my god. Oh god.
He like swivels it out and he's like, "You guys see my new TV?" And then John Krasinski or whatever starts laughing and then everybody loses it.
Jim. Yeah, John. So that's too much money? $229. That's like a killer
Yes.
deal.
I deem that undesirable. I would rather get one that's used at a garage sale.
Why didn't we take that TV that we threw away that was in the closet?
No.
We didn't
the
throw it
BJ
out.
one.
Then use that one.
It doesn't have a remote.
The BJ one. $299 for like 65-inch. Oh, TV. It's amazing.
The Shimmer is there. It's a mother
Yes.
thing. It's a
And
great brand.
It has HDMI. I don't know what it is. It's not but you connect something to it.
It has a micro HDMI port for something. It's like you go to look it up to get tech support, and you have to keep taking like double takes to figure out how to spell it correctly to look it up.
Oh wow! It has a serial port. That's cool.
VGA. We're losing people. That's okay. For $220, Bree, for $229, that's not bad. Like, that's not bad.
I don't see the value in what you see in a television. Like, I am using it solely as a data screen. It doesn't even have to be color. It could be black and white. And I don't even think you could buy that.
Well, I don't think they've ever made a black and white LED TV. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, it's just crazy. But I didn't see anything on sale for Black Friday. Like, that I have purchased before, that I would purchase again, that I'm looking to purchase. Not one thing. Anybody find anything?
No, it's more of a... They want you to buy stuff that you wouldn't buy otherwise just because you think you're going to get a good deal. That's about
But that's
it.
the entire part, right? If you think about it, if you're waiting for something to go on sale for you to buy it, do you really need it? Because
Yes.
if you need it, you can't wait. You can't wait. If you
That's a good
really
point.
truly need
That's a
it,
good
you have to
point.
buy it immediately.
That's a good point.
Not if it's over $1,000.
Okay,
No, but he has a point,
example,
like-
Bree, you have a beautiful fridge. That breaks down today. You're not waiting for a sale. You have to get a fridge right this second.
Yes, because it is
so
necessity.
all the other stuff is a luxury. If you're waiting for it to go on sale to actually convince yourself to now purchase it, you probably don't need it.
So the Peloton thing that you're saying that you want it on the screen, would this connect to the Peloton or would this connect to something
No.
else you're looking at?
Apple TV. Apple has like some type of deal with Zwift, and you could use it. It can connect multiple Bluetooth devices to it. Like, that's what everybody uses.
See, if I was
Is
a
it
millionaire,
actually-
I'd say get you an Apple studio display and put that up there.
Oh, if we're millionaires, then I want the Wahoo Kicker Run. That thing's cool. You're running in a
Yeah.
virtual zone. Guess what happens? Uh-oh, here's a hill. Oh, is that an incline?
Oh, I thought you were going to say, here comes an ostrich. Or like, here comes a lion. Like, that would make you run your ass off. That's what I'm saying. Oh, shit, a giraffe. And then you just run to it because you want to be the first one to ride it. You know, like, really spruce it up. Oh, look, a hyena. It's eating a baby.
But that part, that's for the poor people, right? If you're really rich, you get a trainer. And he brings over a real tiger. Now you run.
It's clawing at your feet. You're going to run today.
Tyson shows up. Sup? This is Henry.
We're gonna do cardio today. Oh, I'm playing. Keep your phones close. If I win,
So he came by. Okay. We'll talk about it later. The AC unit is fine. It's not leaking. He had a secondary guy come out that has like a valve checker and nothing. I don't know why we're losing pounds.
But he did his scanner, and it was going beep, 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 beep. Because it looks for gas. Like,
No, he
you
said
put it
I
near
had
something-
Norton come out with me, super famous up north in Florida, to use a different leak detector, and we're not picking anything up. The refrigerant pressure looks good. I injected a leak sealant dye that could help locate it if it's very small. So, yeah. I mean, he could lie to us and say that the whole coil's bad, but it's not.
Oh, honey, he's been here for a while.
Yeah, I was watching him on camera.
You were?
That's cool. I like the cameras.
You know what's really creepy? When I film Jay in the garage for the e-bike videos, it picks up another face. Like, because Sony cameras will pick the subject's face and put a box around it. You know, so it knows to focus on the subject mainly, and then everything else, like, it's in focus, but his face is clear. When he's talking, there is a second square hanging out over in the corner. And he's, like, doing his review, and I'm just watching this second square like a weirdo. I'm like, are you gonna, what's there? Why is there a second face? Like, it freaks me out. And it only happens sometimes. And only in the garage. Like, I wonder if I bring that Sony camera around the house, how many squares will pop up? It's weird.
It tells you that there's ghosts. And the
Yeah,
king
I
sees
saw-
something we don't.
That's the same with the Chinese dude, right?
What Chinese dude?
That video that was going around for a while on the internet.
Oh!
Chinese dude. Really seen it? That identifies his face and then it gives you an age estimate. And in the background, there's a door that's slightly open, and it picks up a second face, and it gives an estimate of 120 years old, and then it goes away again.
That was creepy because he seemed genuinely distressed about seeing that.
Yeah, he wasn't even. I think he was doing some sort of a lecture or something over Zoom. It was a weird thing.
Yeah, that shit don't freak me out. Like, if my camera was picking up a face right here, it don't bother me.
So I saw a super ridiculous article that I think is fascinating, and women are biased towards other women, and I think that this article proves it. Do you see the article, Jay? Underneath Tesla snow. You should read it. I feel like you have a good reading voice, and I've been doing a lot of talking today. I don't want people to be like, she talks too much. The one with boobs.
Drunk businesswoman, 39, who passed a pub drinker after he wrongly guessed she was 43, is spared jail after female judge says one person's banter may be insulting to others. A drunk businesswoman who glassed a pub drinker after he wrongfully glassed her age has been... Okay, that's the same thing. Mother of one, Joanne Dodd, flew into a rage and attacked Carl Cooper after he suggested she was 43 in the beer garden of the Unicorn Pub in Manchester City. Just give me the synopsis. This is boring.
She took her wine glass,
Uh-huh.
cut him across the face.
Whoa.
Because he wrongly guessed her age at a pub. He tried to get away from her by hiding in the bathroom. And she came at him as soon as he walked out and slashed him across the face, right at the eye and underneath the eye, and he needed stitches. He could have lost his eyeball. The judge let her off because what one says might be insulting to another. So she got off because she's insecure.
So you're saying that you think that if this was, let's just say, a woman hitting on a man, first off, men wouldn't mind if a woman hits on them, right? But you're saying
first, men know better than to guess a woman's age and not -5. Like, men are not dumb.
I don't know about getting cut in the face, though. I think your approach, right? Hold on now. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. If I'm at a bar, right? We could even play this game. I could go to a bar and I could guess women's ages, and none of them will get physically violent with me. I promise. I don't care how drunk they are. Right? Because I know how to approach each woman based off of how drunk they are, yeah? So maybe this guy is much more worse than what this article is depicting.
Well, I don't know. It sounds like they were having a conversation. She said, guess my age, and he guessed the wrong number. And he's only 4 off. Let's be real. He's only 4 away. He didn't say you're 57. Like, he said you're 43. And then she started to get violent. He detached himself. She was drunk and was waiting for him outside of the bathroom and then decided to cut him up with a broken wine glass.
And got away with it. If you look at that, if you change that around and it's the male that cut a female over the eye, he's going to jail. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, or if it was a male judge, he would have looked at it unbiasedly. Instead, because she's an older woman and that she's insecure for her age, like, that she decided to stab somebody and it's okay? That's crazy.
Just because you get your age wrong, you're gonna stab somebody. Okay.
I wonder why she's still single.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't make sense.
She's not ugly. She's not ugly.
The judge said that she does not pose a threat to society or other individuals, which makes no sense. How is that an appropriate reaction to being aged incorrectly? Like, number one, it's your fault for asking him to guess your age. Let's start there. Number 2, you had a ridiculous result to that. Like, why would you think that you should stab him in the face? Like,
so she broke the glass on him?
Yep. Twice. And the judge deemed that she's not a threat to society. She was just a threat to this guy because he guessed her age wrong.
She's not a threat as long as people don't guess her age wrong.
Right. I think that is so female bias.
And you think if it was a male judge, what do you think would have happened?
She would have gotten jail time or gotten a charge or had to
pay the dude's medical
bills.
And you don't think that would be biased if it was a male judge?
No, because
he can put himself in the male shoes?
No, because she did a crime. Like, she should at least have to pay for his medical bills.
How fucked up is this dude?
It said multiple lacerations and stitches above and below the eye.
Yeah, if you break a glass and you go over somebody's face, that's gonna be
jail time. Maybe not. Maybe, I don't know, a huge fine and some community service to make her. I don't know.
You cannot in good conscience say that she's not a. You cannot in good conscience say that she's not a threat to people, right?
And she works with children.
Okay.
You're a threat.
But she was drunk. If you have to lock up every single person that becomes an asshole when they're drunk, there's going to be 2 people walking around on the street.
So
okay, but she just got away with it. What's stopping her from doing it again?
Yes.
Well,
she said that she was suffering from low self-esteem at the time. She faced up to 3 years in jail under sentences guidelines after she admitted to inflicting grievous bodily harm. However, she was spared jail time and handed a suspended sentence after the judge, Elizabeth, said she was a dedicated and hard-working woman who posed no risk to the general public.
Okay, here's my deal. You want me to play center, so you want me to pick a lane?
Pick a lane.
Okay.
Be centerist. Do whatever you want.
Without seeing what the dude looks like, we have no way to know. Well, I've already looked up this guy, Carl Cooper. I've tried to find pictures. Versus Joanne Dodd. I've tried. I want to see how bad these lacerations are. Because if you cut me with a fingernail, that's a laceration. Do I think she should have got some type of penalty? Yeah. Jail time? First offense? Come on. What the fuck are we talking about? Really?
No, but there should be some
fine and community service?
Yes, sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. Jail time? Come on. The fuck are we talking about, bro?
At least pay for something. The judge said that since it's been healing, that the scar is barely noticeable now. So he doesn't deserve anything. He'll always have a scar. Like, that's crazy to me.
That's like getting stabbed and it's like, oh, that's healing up nicely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, you already paid the medical bills. Oh, so they don't have to be paid anymore. Nice.
Yeah,
with the glass eye, you can barely notice it. No, there needs to be repercussions, regardless of sex. It has nothing to do with sex.
So he was flirting with her sister. Mr. Cooper and his friends were having lighthearted conversation with the defendant's sister when the conversation changed to age. Mr. Cooper guessed the age of these 2 women, but the defendant took offense to Mr. Cooper's guess. The conversation became heated, where she would throw the glass at him. He went to the toilet to get away from the situation, and the defender and the sister proceeded to stay in the area. And then he left the toilet. She ran towards him, striking him twice in the face, causing lacerations on his face, narrowly missing his eye.
I just want to comment on Crossbow's thing real quick. It doesn't matter how messed up he is, she assaulted him, and no one is going to go to jail for the first time you assault somebody.
But
that's the point I'm trying to make. Oh, okay.
You didn't punch him. You cut him.
I don't know.
Where's the pictures of these cuts?
I don't know.
If a woman smacks me in the face, right, and she's got nails, I'm gonna get cuts in my face. Is that a weapon? Is that's lacerations? That might be scars.
No, but there is an unfair bias to that, because if a woman slaps you in the face, she's not gonna get anything. If you slap a woman in the face, you're gonna get something.
Agree.
That's what you said. You've done it yourself. If something happens, domestic violence, who do they take out of the house? The woman?
Yeah.
No, the man. Put him in jail for the night.
That's right. I'm not saying that's
She
right.
might be beating on him.
I'm not saying that's right. I'm just saying there's more to the story. Like the story that Bree just read is not in that article. So I want to see the pictures of the dude. What's the laceration?
I just scrolled in the article, but I think maybe she was jealous that her sister was getting attention. The sister's younger, and he also overguessed her age, so she felt some type of way about it.
Okay, she shouldn't have hit him. She shouldn't have hit him with a wine glass or whatever the fuck. I agree.
She chose
I don't think she needs jail. I think jail is.
They were separated. She chose to go after him a second time.
It's not spur of the moment or in anger. It's literally waiting till the guy is coming out and then targeting him again. Nope. That's premeditated, right?
A huge fine and community service.
Agree.
There we go.
That's it.
Boom.
That would be fair.
See, you have to be unbiased, right? That's the idea, to be unbiased. You can't just look at it and be like, oh, guilty. No, I need more. I need more information.
You just want some type of repercussion.
Can you
you shouldn't walk away scot-free. Agree.
Can you ban somebody from going into whatever they were in?
Sure.
A pub or a establishment?
Sure.
Yeah.
I assume so. It was in Manchester?
You can't ban them out of every pub. And if this person becomes that way because of alcohol, how are you going to stop her getting alcohol?
No, but even I mean, you cannot physically check every minute of every day if she's going into a pub or not. But if she's got that sentence over her head and she does end up going into a pub and doing something again, that's an extra added on thing, right? You weren't supposed to be there.
Who's going to check that?
Well, a court, I would think.
So cops.
Well, we know the cops in the UK don't care about anything. They're bobbies. They don't even have weaponry. Like, they have a stick. like they are being beat, like, in public by people on e-bikes. Not, like, beat up, but, like, they are getting away from the police with their stupid little sticks by being on an e-bike. Like,
they have a whistle.
Oh.
You can call for backup.
For another person with another stick. Now you got 5 men with sticks running after somebody on an e-bike.
Nope.
You know what is absolutely nonsensical? Over there, they have e-bike destroying machines. So if you're on a bike that goes past the limit, they will stop you, seize your bike, cut it apart, and then give it back to you.
Nice.
Same here.
They made a special equipment that, like, you know how we have the jaws of life?
Yep.
They made the jaws of death. And it cuts the bike at important parts. So, like, at the stem or at the fork, so, to make it unusable forever.
Yeah, I mean, you really want to destroy a bike, you're just the top part of the center frame. I mean, that it's over.
Yep.
That bike, and you take out a chunk of it, you'll never get that weld right again.
Oh, yeah, and funny part is, so one of the bikes that we did recently, when you're buying it, you can purchase a sticker separately that meets EU requirements. So the bike is way past EU requirements, but you put this sticker on your bike to make it appear that it meets the requirement. And then there was also a hack where you hold down.
Fraud.
Yeah, where you hold down a couple buttons and then it limits the bike to EU standards. So you can purchase this extra sticker for $3 and do that limiter thing if you're pulled over or something, and hopefully they don't cut up your bike.
I mean, if they really want to get technical, these you don't even need to cut the bike up. Just rip the controller out.
That's repairable.
That only works, though, if they stop you and they haven't seen you going like 40 miles an hour with the bike, right? Because once that happens, it's snip, snip anyway.
Yeah.
EU sticker or not.
If they're illegal, how are they even getting their hands on them? Wouldn't it get stopped in customs? There's batteries.
Well, over here it's the same thing. You can go to the Netherlands and you can buy them there if you can't find them here, and then just bring them back.
So you could still sell them. You just can't operate. Oh, because they're off-road usage. Yeah, it would be off-road, so there's no speed limit in dirt. I mean, whatever you want to do in your own private property is fine. It's just now you're doing that on the road, which we regulate.
Yeah, and I don't think Europe actually has extensive e-bike laws. Every single country within has them, but they're all different.
It's all stemming from people on Sarons stealing people's purses and wallets.
Yes, probably.
That's an expensive way to steal people's wallets. I mean, you'd be better off getting a motorcycle.
They were using Sarons because they could go on the sidewalks. They could.
I mean, that's a $4,000 bike. You can get an old motorcycle for $500 and steal it better.
It's over here. It's mostly young people doing stupid stuff on those things, those flat tire bikes, and then
that explains it.
Yeah.
Right.
If you already have $4,000, why are you stealing wallets?
That's what I'm saying.
Little saver. Yeah,
That's
keep saving.
I don't get it. Like,
you're
choosing a Saron to steal shit? You better off on a skateboard. It's like $9 at Walmart.
Yeah, but it's not as fast.
And they can hear you coming on the Saron.
Yeah, but the Saron.
Oh, on a Saron, they're gonna hear you. They're hearing you. You're not getting away.
Speaking of quiet,
quick,
I saw an
very
ad
quick.
from Anioki for their A9. They said that it is a whisper quiet operation. I wanted to comment and be like, hogwash, because we can't use that thing to film anything because it's so darn loud. Like,
the A9, I followed you, sweetheart. That's quiet.
oh yeah, but when it was on your chest, like your microphone, it would pick up so much of the bike.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of power.
Yeah, so whisper quiet, get out of here. Get out of here.
Monkeys.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? Get an e-bike and steal purses? That's what I'm gonna do.
Nice.
You know what it tells you is women shouldn't be walking around with purses. Bring the fanny pack back. Actually, they tried to bring that back. Don't bring that back. The fag bag.
They actually make stuff to not get pickpocketed. Like, it has a lock on the zippers, so the zippers can connect, and then you need to do something to unlock it. So that way someone who's sneaky can't come up and just undo it. Like, it involves actual hard movement to unlock it, and you can feel it. And they also make the straps out of Kevlar, so it can't be cut off of your body while they're zooming by. Like, they're making anti-theft purses and stuff for when traveling to, the Europes.
Is it really that bad in Europe? Do you see that a lot in Belgium?
There's a certain tourist, not in Belgium, like Italy, France, and whatever. There's certain places where they even have signs saying "Watch out for pickpockets" on markets and touristic venue, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, some places it's pretty common.
Yeah, they'll even trick you. Like, they'll be like, oh, you want me to help you carry that up the stairs? And once you get up to the top of the stairs, they're holding it, asking you for money. If you want your bag back, you got to give me money.
Yeah, that's what I used to do.
And nobody cares.
Nice. Nice.
There's actually, if you keep your wallet in your back pocket, there's actually a very simple hack that most pickpockets will not try.
Put a chain on it? Put a chain on it?
No. Instead of having your wallet like this, so like this in your pocket, you put it in your pocket like this with the spine up. So it's very hard to get with two fingers. It's very hard to get a hold of it and pull it out because it's kind of stuck in your back pocket.
That's how I put my wallet in anyway.
Well, that's the good way to put your wallet in.
You guys ever seen the movie Focus?
It's the Will Smith one, right?
Will Smith, where they're pickpocketers. Bro, you want to see shit about pickpocketing. Yo. And there's people that are that good. Like, it's loosely based off of a true story of a certain syndicate of pickpocketers. I mean, they're talking to, like, world leaders and just grab their pocket while they're talking to them, and you don't even know it's gone. It's wild.
By the way,
Like, no, I mean, they're good, bro. It's all about distraction, and it's like, like they'll steal their pocketbook right off your shoulder while they're talking to you, and you don't even know it. And then he just pulls it out of his back. I have your pocketbook right here. Your necklace, and his hand didn't even go near a neck. It's just wild, bro.
Kind of the same as a magician does with your watch and stuff like that,
yeah,
right?
sleight of hand.
Yeah.
I sent Jay the scene. It's a really cool scene. We watched it maybe like 3 times because it was
Oh yeah, that. Oh, is that the scene? Yeah. This is wild, bro.
I hope it's the whole thing.
Well, what we could do is one of our nights when soaps is over, we could just pull this up and just watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's an option, right? That's what we're gonna start doing. So let's go like this. Yeah. Nope. Here. Yeah. We'll just have to go with this.
So lost.
It was excellent. You want a wire?
Let me wire.
Ponytail's your mark. Right bridge. Right rear pocket. My bad. That was nice.
I got this.
What?
Give me some shade.
Wait.
You say stop, I say go. I don't know how far to go. Let me do my thing. See, I try hard to do right, but I keep on doing wrong. Let me do my thing. See, you say stop, I say go. I don't know how far to go.
Derek knows how to treat a lady. Married. He's good at married. Alright. Thank you, boys.
I guess so they did it twice.
Yeah, I did it again. You seen that, bro? Like with the lens and that shit is crazy. And it's like you have to be watching it as they're showing us how quick it happens. The watch where they undo the watch, it's wild, man. Wild shit.
And
bro.
the handoffs are so. I know it's a movie, but real people do this stuff, and it's incredible.
Like how she takes the food and then takes his wallet at the same time. You're more distracted because of what's in front of you, not what's in your pocket. It's so crazy.
Yeah, and you see a chick with a takeout container and chopsticks. You don't even assume that she took something because her hands are full. So you wouldn't even think that.
It's usually a good thing that it's an attractive person, right?
Oh yeah, because that's super distracting. Yeah, like if it's like a fat girl, you're gonna pay attention to everything she does. Yeah,
it's distracting, but in all for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah, that's what happened at the Publix. So our Publix had a shoplifter who she wasn't shoplifting like things; she was shoplifting people's wallets. She was ugly, by the way, and she had an accomplice with her who was also ugly, and they caught her on the security camera stealing wallets out of people's purses while they weren't looking. And then they posted pictures. Have you seen these people? And they just look like ugly people. And I'm like, if she was hot, she might have gotten away with it. Like,
absolutely. Yeah, I'm getting all these emails for Cyber Monday. All right, we're gonna seal this up.